percentage of the property's worth, but you're not going to get anything like they walk away with. They will walk away with the majority of the property it's worth. And they'll sit there telling you that you owe them. You owe them. They walk away with everything, but they're the only victim. You got to remember that, mate. The women are the only victim in marriage. They're the only victim. You get to walk away with your clothing and your pillow. They walk away with everything, and they're the only victim. They're the victim. They're the victim. It's an amazing mindset that a woman has. It'll blow you away when you have to deal with it. When you have to deal with it, it really will. And then you've got to go through family court, and most of us don't survive family court. Most of us don't. The courses and the reports are very hard to get through. They're not easy, and they're very expensive. They're not free. A man has to pay for all of that stuff. The woman doesn't. The woman doesn't even have to do any of the order. They can just completely ignore the order. You won't see your children ever. All you'll get is accusations. Every time you go back to court to enforce your court order, that person will come to court with slander. They just come to court with slander and fake stories, created up out of thin blue air, accusations. That's all they need. They don't need proof. They don't need videos. They don't need reports. All they need to do is walk in there and go, he's abusive. And that's it. He might do this or he might do that. I need to be protected. You haven't done a damn thing, mate. You haven't spoken to these people in 8 years. You have no interest in anything. You just want your child. But they're coming up with storylines. They'll come up with more accusations. I've been accused of... It's just always accuse. It is nothing else but accusations. And stories. I did this, I did that. And, I said to my lawyer, I said, look, can we just break this down for a second? It says that I'm slapping my daughter, which is very serious to me after 4 years of being in family law court and never heard of this. Yeah, you're a fucking mate. Just ask the same thing over and over and over. That seems real logical, mate. Just ask the same thing over and over and over, mate. Like you're special, are you? I've got to stop what I'm doing and answer a schmuck like you, do I? Without kicking you out. Can you do that in the other live streamers, mate? Can you just go in there and repeat just fucking over and over and over bullshit? Or do they mute you and block you? You're not even a very good troll, bro. And only 500 followers. Fucking kaboom, mate. Chooses. I lucked out, bought at right time. Yeah, so did I, Mike. Yeah, so did I. I got a 3-bedroom on a cement slab, huge block of land, like a massive block of land out the back, enough to build another house. And 290. Yeah, and then I got an extra 10 grand off because there was a 20-foot container at the back, and I couldn't get it out. Because it looks like they put the container in while they were doing the building or something, because you can't get this freaking container out, man. It's a 20-foot long steel container. So I said to the real estate agent, it's going to cost me this amount to get it moved, I told him 10 grand, I think it was. So I got 10 grand off. I got 10 grand off because I used my brain. And then I contacted another couple of blokes I know, and for $700 bucks, they came out with an octane torch thing, and they cut all the container down, And then they bring in this huge big trailer and they threw all the steel on the trailer. So in a 1 day period, they completely removed the container, completely removed it. I was so wrapped. I've just freed up 20 foot by, 10 foot, 12 foot, something like that, cross, and 20 foot long. So I've just freed up a whole lot of new land. I've just freed all this. I was wrapped because I've already got a big parcel and now I've just freed up an extra 20 feet, I was fucking wrapped, mate. It only cost me 700, but I got 10 grand off the price, man. I paid 290 for my property in Cranbourne back then. 290. Now it's worth more than double that. More than double. More than double. It's gone through the roof. You can't get anything in Cranbourne for what I did. You won't even get one of those newly built 2-bedroom apartment townhouses that they've got out there now. They cost more than 290 just for a townhouse. Fucking shitty little thing, man. I hate those things, man. Like the same house next door to each other, just all the way along. Just the same fucking house all the way along. Little 2-bedroom townhouse, 3-bedroom townhouses they are. But I knew back then, because there was no building, it was just all farmland, like heaps of farmland. And I said to the Queen at the time, like, just give it a few years and they're going to start building this up. Once they start building it up, it's going to triple the quality of the land. Because now you're open to the shopping centre, you've got schools, you've got doctors, you've got all of this stuff lined up, because they built a shopping centre around the corner. Right on the corner, that entire block, all that land, they made a new shopping centre and supermarket. So it bring value to the, right? So all your house goes up once that happens. If it goes from a cornfield to an actual mall, well, your house prices are going to go up, all right? Kaboom, understand? I don't know, I'm lorddobby79 on eBay, man. lorddobby79 on eBay is my my eBay. I've got heaps of raws on the counter I've made. I'm just not in the mood for painting. But I make the raws, at least I've got the masks there. I haven't sold any masks made in ages. I don't, people don't buy my masks, mate, to be honest. My masks, they want them for $10. They want them for $50. I think I got offered $80 this morning for a clown. $80 fucking dollars. Like as if you'd sell that for $80. Like they're fucking dreaming. Like absolutely dreaming. And I got offered $50. I don't know where these people think they're going to buy any kind of mask for that at all, ever. So I've had a pretty bad run on the old eBays, mate. The last several times I've had a pretty bad run. I haven't sold anything. I'm not interested in selling them for their small pittance amount because I've got to pay eBay fees. And eBay fees are 20%, including shipping. So, their generous fucking, $80 offer now turns into $56 by the time that I've fucking got it in my hand. So it's not even worth making the mask for that. It's not worth any time or materials or... And they'll never... And then what the amazing fucked up part is? That they then a month or two later will want to trade that mask in or sell that mask, and you'll see the exact same fucking mask sold in the Slipknot room for more than double what you charged him. More than double. Like the guy will want hundreds of dollars for the mask that he's arguing, is only worth this amount when he buys it off you. So it's never. I didn't bother with it. So that's the Ghost, the Corey that's available. Big chunky masks, thick cast masks. All my masks are thick. All right, they're not lightweight. That's not ready, obviously. It hasn't got any hair on him, but I'm happy with it. What I've done with him so far. I like that mustard skin look. Yeah, that's me bandage clown. That's available on eBay. lorddobby on eBay. Right, here they are, live, big, chunky masks. They're not thin and nasty. My Corey's on a really extra large head. Sorry about that. The mannequin head, it's not like a foam head. It's extra wide. So sorry about that. It's making the mask look out where it shouldn't look that way. But I've got no more other mannequin heads. So I've got those. They're available. And the other ones were the other curly one that I made. I was happy with him, how he turned out. This is Slipknot, Iowa era, when he wore the short curly hair. There's not too many clown people around like me that make masks like me. But he can just sit on my floor. I don't give a rat's cracker about it. I'll just leave it here. And I'll just left. I've got to pay $15 out of that for fucking transport, and I'm left with $40. $40 to pay for my materials, my latex, my time to make it, the hair. No, fuck no. No. That's not happening, okay? And that's the Sid mask that I have. Big chunky frog mask that I have. Big belts on the back. Chunky solid mask, man. These are jumpsuit ready, so all you need is a jumpsuit, and you put your mask on and you go to the concert and have a good time. You know, you go listening to some music and you've got a mask on, and nobody else there will have a mask on. Oh, fuck. Man, fucking cunts, mate. Some right fucking rats. 1 follower, 2 followers. You're a fucking rat, mate. Get the fuck out of here. Understand? Boom, mate. That's what you get. Hey, Mr. Griffo or Mrs. Griffo, I can't tell. Well, Aussie shipped to America right now. I heard a bunch of countries suspended parcels shipped to the USA. Valued over $150, they want to charge you a tariff. The value's got to be $150 or more. And then the seller, because they're such a schmuck, on the import form, they actually, for fucking some reason, want to put the value of the product that they're sending you. All. You know what I mean? Instead of just sending it as a gift, right? And that's all you got to do. You've just got to send it as a gift. You got to tick the gift box and mark 0 value. I'll show you, man. I'm pretty sure I've got a form here. Yeah. Here you go. See, man? Full description of the goods. There it is there. Documents, gift, other, merchandise. They mark the merchandise. Or they mark commercial, mainly merchandise. Okay? If they tick that, bucks I think it is, then your American tariffs apply. Okay? No, I'm not pissed, man. It's 11 o'clock in the morning here. It's 11 a.m, mate. Here. I don't drink anyway. I've never been drunk. Yeah, no worries, man. Educating, mate. Educating. That's it. You know, you're educated. So if you're ever doing business with someone and they tell you they can't send it as a gift, rah, you know they're fucking lying, because it's just the box. They just tick the box. And then they want to do it for insurance. They want to make sure that, you know, they're covered insurance-wise. And then you'll be paying a lot more. You'll be paying for the insurance, and you'll be paying for fucking the duty and the tariffs and everything else. So anyway, that's my masks on eBay at the moment. I'm lorddobby on eBay. If there's something that you wanted to specifically see or whatever, no, I was always a straighty, man. I was always a straighty, you know. I just wanted to be married, have kids, be a dad, be a husband, you know, grow old with someone, and, you know, someone that loves you, rah. I had this, like, fantasy fucking shit, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.